you heard this terminology? That being said, great way to start a conference call today. As you know, I've been dropped off on this planet here, and today here on this planet it's called Christmas, and everybody's on the inside because they took some of the outside, some of the trees, and took them inside. Now some of the outside is in the inside, so being inside is kind of being outside. So I came outside because everybody's inside with some of the outside. Today's December 25th, 2019, Commander's Log. 2's are wild today. We're in master number 22. Law of attraction, like attracts like. 22 is a master builder number. Today's the day to build something. Today's the day to focus on something. Write things down. It's a master builder number. It's opportunity time, 22. 2's are wild. Playing the machines? Try 2's. 2's are wild. Here's your keynote numbers for today. 4, 13, 22, 56, and 57. On Christmas, what am I doing? Conversation with God. Book number 1. I'm on the back pages here. You know, when you're working a notebook for a long time and you get out there and you're like, there's no pages left. And I'm like, there's plenty of pages. Look, let's try the back pages for a while. So I started writing on the back pages. Wrote this down. Pretty good stuff. The world exists the way it exists because you've made it that way. You chose it to be that way. And you've played the hoax on yourself. You played a hoax on yourself. You're David Copperfield. You are Lance Burton. You're in an illusion. You know it's an illusion, but everybody around you thinks it's real. So there you go. You played the hoax on yourself. That's funny. It's a Christmas hoax. There you go. So I wrote this down. All things are about... You have it? All things are about choice. Choices that we make, decisions. So, you know, you come up to all these decisions. I'm listening to Beethoven. Check it out, Beethoven. I want to see what all the hubbub's about. So, I chose Ludwig von Beethoven. All things being about choice. All the training is for the minute you arrive to understanding that your choices have gotten you to where you are and you don't have cardiac arrest. Finding out that your choices and your decisions have gotten you to where you are, because now you're making another choice and a decision to have a situation about the choices and decisions you already made. Could we get on with it? All the training is for that moment that you come to the recognition that it's all about my decisions and choices, and nobody cares which one you've made. No one cares which one you have made. And you use this as a platform to make decisions and then make new ones based on your old information. Only 2 enemies of man, guilt and fear. Stay out of those. That's what I'm getting out of. Stay out of those. So it's the 12 days of Christmas. You notice we changed it. That's it for Christmas. Let's just call it Xmas. There we go. Christ is out. Let's get the X in there. Xmas. There we go. X marks the spot. Christmas Day. X marks the spot. I heard this on the radio today, the 12 days of Christmas. 12 days. The drummers were drumming. 12 drummers drumming. There you go. You can end all war tomorrow. Bold statement. You can end all war. You can end all war tomorrow. All it takes is for all of you to agree. So I'm looking at this. All it takes is for all of you to agree. And remembering that there isn't anybody but me, but I am divided up in thirds. Did you know that? You talking to me? Are you telling me I'm 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3? Yeah. And all it would ever take to end the war, to end the nightmare, to end the dark, would be for all of you, all 3 of you, to agree. And I said, okay, easier. I will do nothing for you that you will not do for yourself. This is cosmic law. It's called free will. You have to go first. You know about it. 6 geese a laying. You know the whole thing. 5 golden rings. The countdown of all that. Who wants those things? I really want 12 drummers drumming. 11 pipers piping. 10 lords a leaping. 9 ladies dancing. 8 maids a milking. 7 swans a swimming. This isn't a zoo. So yeah, I will do nothing for that you won't do for yourself. Cosmic law, no interference. It's like the National Football League. Well, this just in, it's a news report here on Christmas Day. The world is in the condition it is in because of you and the choices that you've made. You know, we're not just talking you. I'm looking at this and thinking, we're not just talking I have to take responsibility for me. We're talking Ho Chi Minh City. We're talking the Galapagos Islands. So the world is in the condition it is in because of you. That's what it says. It says your choices, the ones you've made and the ones you've failed to make. And not deciding about something is actually deciding. Your life is the way it is because of the choices you've made or failed to make. Now, can we please handle that? Really, for Christmas, how about a nice gift? Send a gift to yourself. Handle something. What do you think about that? Everybody's opening up gifts today. There was a gift opening today. What if you opened up a gift and it was you gave the gift and they opened it up and it was you handling something? Wouldn't that be something? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it today. I'm going to handle something. Your life is the way it is because of the choices you've made. I'm going to handle knowing that, or fail to make. You know how the stages go. You start to learn about the laws of the universe, start to understand how it goes, and then you realize that it's the choices or decisions you make that are causing you to be like that. And then you make the decision to feel sad about the choices that you have made. You know the mirrors, you know how it works. You do that until you don't. So what do you say? Open up a box and handle it. Give a box and handle it. Handle it! Beethoven, Ludwig. We got a big symphony going on. See, that's my dream. I'd like a symphony. I would like to have a Ludwig von Beethoven symphony. So your life is the way it is because of the choices you've made. So handling the choices, the patience while you're choosing things that don't serve you. All right. Some directives here from Conversations with God, Book 1. Feed your hungry. Grant opportunity to the less fortunate. Key to the game. Really nice key. How you been doing, by the way? How you been doing on Christmas? You having a Christmas? All right. Happy Xmas. X marks the spot. Okay, learn to greet and all incidents as a small part of a larger mosaic. Mosaic. I looked it up on the Wikipedia. A design made of small pieces. A mosaic. Learn to greet all incidents as a small part of a larger mosaic. Don't be so on top of every little piece. Know that it's just a couple of the notes. You have come here to work out an individual plan for your own remembrance. Good to know. You are saving yourself. You ever hear that? I've got to save myself. I've got to be saved. Jesus saved me. Well, you're saving yourself from, I wrote it down, Conversations with God, Book 1, oblivion. You are saving yourself from the oblivion of non-realization. I thought that was pretty good. And that held something pretty big for me if I could just know what oblivion meant. So I checked out the Wikipedia. And you know something? I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and support the Wikipedia. They asked me to support them. They said for just a cup of my coffee price, I could get all this information. So I've made this decision on Christmas. So I asked the Wikipedia about oblivion, and the definition was the state of being disregarded. The state of being disregarded or forgotten. Saving yourself from the oblivion. The state of being of disregarded. Who wants to be disregarded? Merry Christmas, I've been forgotten. You're saving yourself from the oblivion of non-realization. Realization of what? Universal law. Knowing how it goes? Okay. Good news. You can't lose, you can't fail. This isn't a matter of if. The outcome is assured. The only question is time. Hence why there's time. Now, this is a process. I wrote this down. This is a process or a process if you don't know this, it will appear to be a constant struggle. Now, that sounds pretty important to me. It's a process. If you do not know this, you will see it as a constant struggle. Okay. So, know the laws of the multiverse. KTLOTM. Know the laws of the multiverse. This is purpose. This is what you've come for. If you're doing anything else, that's to keep you from doing this. There's nothing more important here. Secret information today, people. KHIG. Know how it goes. It's everything. You move it to number one, is what I'm getting out of this. All right, so I wrote it down, CWG. It is not struggling. It's not struggling. When you're not struggling, that's when the process proceeds. Make sense? And it's in the surrendering that the victory is won. Now, who can surrender in this game? Well, leading edge man, or we've called him low man before. There's low man, and then there's high man, or leading edge man, and bigger part man. Who can do the surrendering? It's quite a skill for leading edge man who gets to make all the decisions to surrender to the bigger part. And he does that when does he do it? When he knows how it goes. When he knows the only reason he came was to surrender, he begins to surrender. Makes sense. Sure does. So low man or leading edge man is the same thing. Let's call him leading edge man. He's leading edge man. He gets to make all decisions. He picks what to talk about, what words to say, what he's doing, and he's supported completely by the bigger part. His best buddy stands behind him and supports him no matter what it is. Now that bigger part won't look at the minus if the low man or leading edge man decides to look at the minus or have a drama. The maker, the bigger part, won't look at it with them, just constantly call him to the plus. So check this out. Did you hear the song here on the radio recently? Noel, Noel. That's what they keep saying, you know. This means of God, know of God. Noel, Noel. You know, Christmas, Satan, Santa, all the same thing. Welcome to it. Pretty fun. Think about it. You come to a game, and if the big opposite is Satan or the trick of Santa, and you get to fudge yourself into a 2-week coma, not that bad for a minus. I mean, who's making a better game than that for a minus? I'll take that as the minus. Walnut fudge for the minus. Shower myself with gifts. Bring a tree in. Make it shiny. Look at it. All right, wrote this down. There's no coincidence in the game. This is just in. There is no coincidence in the game. You know, when I was a kid, people always wanted me to get my head out of my ass. I think that's slang for pay attention or get in the game. Get your head out of your ass. Have you heard this? Looking back on it, I think what they meant, I really think this, that it was a slang terminology for pay better attention, because I could see why I would have to get my head out of my ass. I probably did drift off. I just drifted off there for a second. Get my head out of my head. So what are we doing? Slang for pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. What are you paying with? The only thing you have, your attention. You're paying with your attention. That's how the game works. You're paying with your attention. Paying for what? Whatever you're doing here, whatever's coming next. That's what. Paying attention. So remember how it goes, that it takes around 3 days for shipping, even if it's free shipping from the Amazon, that anything that you're thinking today or even yesterday, depends on where you are, maybe on your pulpit, you're an instant manifester, that's why you're so concerned. But the number still is 3. 3 days ago, you're going to receive the conglomeration of everything you thought. Around 3 days ago. You can't do anything with it except for reship to 3 days from now girl. If you ever wanted to get ahead, let's get ahead, let's get ahead, you can only do it from shipping. So the decision that no matter what comes, it was shipped from 3 days ago. It is the past. You got to put 3 days together. That's where it is, people. 3 good days. That too much to ask? That a bit much to ask? 3 days of focus? Just 3 days of having your act together? Well, I think I'll go for it. What else can I do? Been good talking to you. See you on the next one.